Hey guys, what is going on? Sorry I haven't done videos for 2 days. My internet has been down, which was a pain in the butt. Finally got it back up and going. So, like I said, I apologize for that, but I will start doing videos again here. So I obviously didn't give you guys a video yesterday or lineups, but I still played. So this is we're gonna do a recap of last night and to look ahead to today's games, Tuesday, the 17th. So last night was a little interesting. Some of the stars didn't really perform. So let's get into it. Alrighty, so I scored 280. You know, not too bad. High scoring night, barely cashed in a small 50-50. Um, so I went with Darren Williams here, just because you know he was facing Philly. I was expecting about 30 from Williams. Um, He didn't do too much, didn't do too bad though. Only 3% owned in this. More of a GPP play, but still not too bad from Williams. Next is Lillard. Some people were scared to pick Lillard because he was facing San Antonio, but Parker is not a good defender. So Lillard went off 45. So a very good night from him, even though they lost by 13. Next was my disappointment of the night, Eric Bledsoe. I know he put up a monster game last time out, but I think he got into foul trouble a little early. Just not a good night for Bledsoe. Knight, on the other hand, just destroyed. Thing got you 70 points, which is just outrageous. Um, I was scared to pick him because the other night he didn't do anything. He was facing the Lakers, but I thought Bledsoe would have the better matchup. But yes, Knight did, so Bledsoe did not have too good of a game. So next was Monte Ellis. It was a good pick here. He's been very consistent. I got you 34.8. Him and Paul George lead Indiana, so Ellis had a very good game here. Next was Jeff Green. He's been getting more minutes, so he's obviously producing a lot better. Got a 31.5. Definitely can't complain about that against OKC. Very cheap, only $3,800. Next was Mr. Jay Crowder. You know, 22.6. Was expecting a little bit more from him, but you know, I'll take it. He had an all right game, but they still beat Houston pretty good here. All right, next one with Terrence Jones. He only had, I think, 18 fantasy points going into the fourth. Then it was garbage time, and Boston put in all their bench players, so Jones obviously did pretty good and ended up with 31.6. You know, not bad at all there. Next one was Serge Ibaka. Some people were fading him, but I liked him in a tough matchup against Memphis because Ibaka and Westbrook are going to have to lead the way for now. Got you 32.8, very good from him. Next was Marc Gasol. He had a mediumly hard matchup against Oklahoma. He's the same as Jones. Didn't have too many points going in the fourth, but started doing very good in the fourth quarter. So, you know, not too bad of a lineup at all, 280. So let's get into tonight. I got you guys a GPP and a 50-50 here. So this one's going to be the 50-50, so let's get into it. So I'm going with Dennis Schroeder. Jeff Teague's going to be out, so Schroeder is going to play once again. When he was out last time, Schroeder at 31. So very good play. I think he'll be very owned. Next is Jarrett Jack. I'm just picking him because Dennis Schroeder, he's an okay defender, but if Jeff Teague is not playing, so I'm actually kind of like Jack here. I know he's facing a hard Atlanta team, but he's faced Golden State, and he did very good against them. So look for Jack to give it you about 30 here. All right, next is Giannis Antetokounmpo. Washington is in the top 5 worst against shooting guards, so look for Giannis to have a very good game. Bradley Beal is still game time decision, so keep a watch on that as well. Next is Dwayne Wade. Last time he played Minnesota, just destroyed them. Plus, Wade has had some rest, so look for Wade to put up some numbers here, hopefully about 30 to 35 points here against Minnesota. All right, next I'm going with the player of the week, Nicholas Batum. He's just been on fire here for Charlotte. Also, Jeremy Lamb, if he's playing as well, very cheap pick. He's a game time decision, so check the status on Lamb as well. Back to Batum. A little bit harder matchup against Kamara Anthony, but I think Batum will still get you about 25 to 30 points. A very solid play because he's been very consistent. All right, going a little bit cheaper with Chris Middleton. He's facing, once again, Washington is in the top 5, I think, against small forwards and giving up points against. So Middleton hopefully gets you about 30 points. He's a cheap option here, so look for him to have a good game. All right, next, you got to have him in your lineup. He has probably one of the best matchups of the year he's going to have right here against Denver. Davis is just, I'm predicting about 60 to 65 points from Davis here tonight. He's just going to destroy Denver. He's a must-play, obviously. Next is Thaddeus Young. Once again, a little hard matchup here against Atlanta, but we saw what he did against the Golden State. Just dominated them. Look for Young to stay hot. Hopefully, gets you about 30 to 35 points. Next is Andrew Bogut. As we saw last game here against Brooklyn, he got his minutes back. Still came off the bench, but got his minutes back, and he had a very good game against Brooklyn. I know Brooklyn's not as good as Toronto, but I think if Bogut gets his minutes back and he's starting, I think he should get you about 25 points here against Toronto. Bogut is a good value play. Like I said, if he starts and he gets at least 25 to 30 minutes, I think Bogut will have a immediately good game. Create some salary to get some bigger guys in there. So that's my GPP lineup. Not too bad of a lineup. So let's get into the GPP one here. Next, so first going with Dennis Schroeder once again. Teague is not starting, so I'm going to start Schroeder. Next, going with Michael Carter-Williams. Some people may fade him, but I'm going to pick him here because Milwaukee's a fast-paced team. He's coming off an injury, so people may not pick him. But, last time he faced Washington, had a very good game. I think Carter-Williams is back. I think he'll get you about 30 to 35 points. So he is a good GPP play. Next, Wade once again, facing Minnesota. Wade is rested for a while, so he will come back and do good. Next, once again, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Middleton once again. Justice Winslow, picking him just because he gets minutes. He doesn't really score much at all here. Maybe 15 or 20 points if you're lucky. Like I said, he's just a salary saver to get some bigger guys in there. So the only reason I'm picking him because he gets some minutes. All right, next going with Anthony Davis once again. Like I said, he's going to have a very good game here against Denver. Next, Thaddeus Young once again. And last but not least, Greg Monroe. I think he will have a very good game here against Washington. Another guy you can pick is obviously Hassan Whiteside. I'm a little concerned. I know he's been very hot here recently, but last time he played Minnesota, he only got you 23 points. I know it's been a while since then, but just keep an eye on that. Also, Paul Millsap, definitely. Carmelo Anthony. So, there's some other pretty good guys out there. Chris Bosh, But this is what I'm liking for a GPP. A very solid GPP. The only guy is Justice Winslow that a little concerning, but like I said, you have to take a chance in a GPP. So everybody else is pretty solid here. Used all the salary. I tried to get Whiteside, but he was $100 more, so just could not get him. But Monroe should be a solid play. So, all right, guys, that's what I'm liking. I'm glad I'm back doing some videos for you guys. Like I said, I'm sorry. The last couple of days didn't do any. If you like this video, please leave a like. If you want to see more content, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you for all your support, and I hope everybody has a good Tuesday. Thank you for watching.